Today our topic is how to stay strong during hard times. Stoic wisdom. Life is full of challenges. Some days are good and some days are hard. But the truth is, we cannot control everything that happens to us. What we can control is how we react to these situations. This is the core idea of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to stay strong, calm, and focused, even when life gets tough. Stoicism is not about ignoring your feelings or pretending that everything is fine. It is about accepting reality, understanding what you can and cannot change, and finding peace in the middle of chaos. Let me share with you some Stoic wisdom that can help you stay strong during hard times. First, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control. Imagine you are in a boat in the middle of the ocean. You cannot control the wind or the waves, but you can control the sails. In life, many things are like the wind and waves. They are out of your control. You cannot control the weather, the traffic, or how other people behave. But you can control your own thoughts, actions, and attitudes. When you focus on what you can control, you feel more powerful and less stressed. For example, if you lose your job, you cannot change the fact that it happened. But you can control how you respond. You can look for new opportunities, learn new skills, or use this time to reflect on your goals. By focusing on what you can do instead of what you cannot, you take back your power. Second, Stoicism teaches us to accept what we cannot change. Life is unpredictable. Sometimes things go wrong, and there is nothing we can do about it. The Stoics believe that fighting against reality only makes us suffer more. Instead, they advised us to accept what happens and find a way to move forward. This does not mean you should give up or stop trying. It means you should stop wasting energy on things you cannot change. For example, if you get sick, you cannot change the fact that you are ill, but you can accept it and focus on taking care of yourself. Acceptance does not mean you like the situation. It means you stop resisting it and start dealing with it in a practical way. Third, Stoicism teaches us to see challenges as opportunities. The Stoics believe that hard times are not just problems, they are chances to grow and become stronger. When you face a difficult situation, you have the opportunity to practice patience, courage, and resilience. Think of it like training for a marathon. Running is hard, but every step makes you stronger. In the same way, every challenge in life is a chance to build your character. For example, if you have a difficult boss, you can see it as a chance to practice patience and communication skills. If you go through a breakup, you can use it as an opportunity to learn more about yourself and what you want in a relationship. By changing your perspective, you can turn obstacles into stepping stones. Fourth, Stoicism teaches us to practice gratitude. When life gets hard, it is easy to focus on what is wrong. But the Stoics believe that even in the worst times, there is always something to be grateful for. Gratitude helps us stay positive and reminds us of the good things in life. For example, if you lose your job, you can be grateful for your health, your family, or the skills you have. If you are going through a tough time, take a moment every day to think about what you are thankful for. It could be something small, like a sunny day or a kind word from a friend. Gratitude does not make your problems disappear, but it helps you see that there is still good in your life. Fifth, Stoicism teaches us to live in the present moment. Many of our worries come from thinking too much about the past or the future. We regret things we did or fear what might happen. But the Stoics believed that the only moment we truly have is the present. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain. By focusing on the present, we can reduce our anxiety and find peace. For example, if you are worried about a test, focus on studying instead of thinking about what might happen. If you are stressed about a problem at work, focus on what you can do right now to solve it. The present moment is where life happens, and it is the only place where you can take action. Sixth, Stoicism teaches us to prepare for difficulties. The Stoics believed that we should not wait for bad things to happen before we think about how to handle them. Instead, we should prepare ourselves mentally for challenges. This is called premeditation of adversity. It means imagining the worst-case scenario and thinking about how you would deal with it. For example, if you are worried about losing your job, imagine what you would do if it happened. Would you look for a new job? Would you cut back on expenses? By preparing for the worst, you reduce your fear and feel more confident. This does not mean you should expect bad things to happen all the time. It means you are ready for whatever comes your way. Seventh, Stoicism teaches us to focus on our own virtues. The Stoics believed that the most important thing in life is not money, fame, or success. It is living with integrity, courage, and kindness. When we focus on being good people, we feel more fulfilled and less affected by external events. For example, if someone treats you badly, you can choose to respond with kindness instead of anger. If you face a difficult situation, you can act with courage and honesty. By focusing on your own character, you create a sense of inner strength that no one can take away from you. Eighth, Stoicism teaches us to let go of what we cannot control. Many of our problems come from trying to control things that are beyond our power. We want other people to behave a certain way, or we want life to go according to our plans. But the Stoics believed that this is a waste of energy. Instead, we should focus on our own actions and let go of the rest. For example, if you are in a relationship, you cannot control how the other person feels or acts. You can only control how you behave. By letting go of what you cannot control, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and frustration. Ninth, Stoicism teaches us to be humble. The Stoics believed that we are all part of something bigger than ourselves. We are not the center of the universe, and we should not act like we are. Humility helps us stay grounded and reminds us that we are not alone. For example, if you achieve success, remember that it is not just because of your own efforts. Many people helped you along the way, and you should be grateful for their support. If you face failure, remember that it is not the end of the world. Everyone makes mistakes and you can learn from them. Humility keeps us connected to others and helps us stay balanced. Finally, Stoicism teaches us to keep going, no matter what. Life is not always easy, but the Stoics believe that we have the strength to keep moving forward. Even when things seem impossible, we can find a way to endure and overcome. This is called perseverance. It means not giving up, even when the road is hard. For example, if you are struggling with a project, keep working on it step by step. If you are going through a tough time, take it one day at a time. Perseverance is not about being perfect or never feeling tired. It is about continuing to try, even when it is difficult. In conclusion, Stoicism offers us a powerful way to stay strong during hard times. By focusing on what we can control, accepting what we cannot, and seeing challenges as opportunities, we can build resilience and find peace. By practicing gratitude, living in the present, and preparing for difficulties, we can reduce our fear and anxiety. By focusing on our own virtues, letting go of what we cannot control, and staying humble, we can create a sense of inner strength. And by persevering, no matter what, we can keep moving forward, even in the darkest times. Life will always have ups and downs, but with Stoic wisdom, we can face them with courage and calm. Remember, you are stronger than you think, and you have the power to overcome any challenge. Keep going and never give up.